Greetings, Mythics. How are we all? How is everybody? We are back. Yes, it is Wednesday. It's 10 past 7, or I should say 11 past 7. Welcome back to another Edra Tales Twitch live stream. This is You Decide, the Gamebook show. Yes, this is where we play through a gamebook and you decide all the decisions. You decide how the story unfolds. We are on book 4. It's part 1 of book 4 of Steve Jackson's legendary Sorcery fantasy book series. Yes, Fantasy Flight. No, not Fantasy Flight. Fighting Fantasy. This is book 4 of his quadruple, where you are the hero. This is Crown of Kings. We have done book 1, the Shantanana Hills. We have done book 2, Nair, City Port of Thieves, of Traps. And we have done book 3, the 7 Serpents. So it's all coming to a climax. Don't say that often these days. Anyway, my name is Ken Boyter. This is Grockle Snook. He is the Bottled Imp from said Bottled Imp YouTube channel. So if you want over 450 episodes of fantasy goodness, check out the Bottled Imp YouTube channel, where we've got board game reviews, fantasy film reviews and fantasy book reviews. However, if you do miss any of these Twitch live streams, go to the Edra Tales YouTube channel, where you can catch up on all of these episodes, because I do export them over there. Plus, if you want to know what creative stuff I'm doing, I'm a board game designer, I'm a writer, I sing the theme tune, write the theme tune, go to edratales.com, where you can catch up with all my creative projects. Good 2 AM everybody. Hello there, Lee Rin. How are you, sir? Hopefully you are well. Yes, this new Twitch panel is rubbish. Don't like it. Don't like change. It's not as intuitive. It really isn't. They've done all the text in white, so it's harder for me to read. And there's a weird band. I guess it's because I'm doing this on my phone and they don't really take into account that. But hey, I'm here. I'm live streaming. This is what I put up with, just so we can do a game book. So how is everybody? It looks like we've got 2 people. No, maybe the notifications aren't working once again, which is brilliant. But normally I do try to get online as close as 7 PM. However, we officially start at 7:15, so you won't miss a thing. You won't miss a thing if you tune in at 7:15. How are you, Lee Rin? Are you good? Is there anyone else watching that would like to comment? I think there's someone else watching, but they're not commenting. They're keeping quiet, which is more than acceptable. You're more than welcome. And if you do want to follow the channel, please click follow button, and you can turn on the notifications if you want to know when I go live. However, they used to tell me how many followers we had up on the screen, which was great information. Haven't got that anymore. Just says, you know, Oz Rule followed you, Oz Hyrule followed you, and that's it. Whereas it used to then say how many. So why would they take that away? Why would they take that away from us? It means I have to actually go into I have to do work to find that information. Lee Rain says he is drinking coffee to start your brain. Yeah, engages while my phone updates. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, talking of updates, see how I did that? That was quite clever. I did write out, this is the adventure sheet. I wrote out a brand new adventure sheet, transferring all the objects, making it much neater. Look at that. Look how neat that is. All these are clear, so I can now write with knowing precisely what their stats are. We are skill 7, we are stamina 19, we are luck 12. So we've pretty much got a full deck. Well, we have got a full deck. We have 3 gold pieces and 4 provisions. So there we go. So no. When in doubt, for an extended adventure like these, I try to do it on desktop so I can be more precise in what I type. Oh, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. I guess it's quicker as well, isn't it, when you're typing on a full keyboard as opposed to the old thumbs. most people do the QWERTY keyboard on their phone. When we switched to smartphones, they had the QWERTY keyboard as the default. And I was like, what and why? Why have you changed? The old T9 system was brilliant. I text with one thumb. I don't go. So I've actually got mine still on the T9 system. So there we go. Not saying that, you know, the QWERTY system isn't wrong. It's just not for me. It is when I'm on a desktop, obviously, or a laptop, but not on a phone. Anyway, no wonder so many people have flocked to see this live stream. We have 2 more heroes with us. Yes, we do. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to make yourself known, all you have to do is simply comment. You need to just say hello, and then we will know who you are. If you don't want to do that, that's perfectly acceptable as well. So, just to keep you up to date then, Sorcery, the Crown of Kings. This is what it's all coming down to. The whole plot has been... Well, I tell you what, I'll read out the blurb. The legendary Crown of Kings is at last within your grasp, or is it? At the end of your long trek, you face the unknown terrors of Mampang Fortress. But beware, for you have not defeated the 7 serpents. Your arrival has been anticipated. Oh, sorry, if you haven't. Well, we only found 4 of them, so he'll know. He'll know. The Crown of Kings is a dramatic conclusion to Steve Jackson's 4-part sorcery epic, based on the best-selling Fighting Fantasy Gamebook system. Play as either a sword-wielding warrior or a spell-casting wizard. Each sorcery book is a complete adventure. You don't need to have read the previous book to move on to the next, which you don't. So there you go. There you go. So this is not Wizard of the Coast. This is Wizard publication, this one. It's a miracle, says Lirin. We still have 10... continues out of 12, having died twice along that epic trek. Yes, it is a little bit of a myth. I think the reason why we might have done so well in surviving is A, some people remembered certain things within the book, but probably more than that was that we've got 19 stamina, which is pretty high, isn't it? It is pretty high. So now I have to do that so I can read how many viewers we have, whereas before I didn't have to do that. I could just subtly do it. But if you see me do that, it's because I'm actually sick, because they've done it in white writing. Am I still going to rant about this 7 years on? Probably. Right. So hopefully others will join us. Hopefully Jonathan is maybe watching now, or he'll join us. Martha may join us. Julian might join us. I know he's pretty busy at the moment. Steve might join us. Spellsing might join us. Who else? Lee might join us. Sally might join us. Oh, that's not bad, actually, remembering all these people, because my memory isn't what it used to be. So, those of you that don't know, Fighting Fantasy is a choose-your-own-adventure book type thing, where you decide how the story unfolds. You will get decisions to make, and you guys can vote, and the most votes will get that decision. We also chuck dice about. We have Fighting Fantasy, official Fighting Fantasy dice that we use. Plus, we have Jonathan Green's Cthulhu versus Shakespeare. That's his latest game book from his Ace Gamebook range. So if you do want to check out Jonathan Green's books, go to jonathangreenauthor.com or just type Jonathan Green into Google. I'm sure something will come up. He is an esteemed gamebook author, and he has written, I think, at least over 10 Ace gamebooks, but he's written plenty of other gamebooks for other IPs. He's doing Arkham Horror currently. I think he's got other things going on. Oh, you rang. There it is. Exactly. Talk about the devil, and he shall appear. Good evening, Jonathan. How are you? Well, I just thought I'd talk about, your game books, mate, because we're, talking about classics. And Jonathan also did write some of the original Fighting Fantasy books. So how's that for pedigree? Chum. That meaning friend. Right. There we go. Talking of chum, thank you. Currently editing Ace book, game book number 9. So is this Is this still top secret, what it is you're working on? Are you allowed to reveal that, or are you going to do a cover reveal on the YouTubes, on Facebook, on socials? Yes, fantastic. Okay, Ace Gamebook number 9. Okay. Oh, it's the 100 Acre. Sorry. My brain. I've seen that. I've seen the post. Yes, of course. It's the 100 Acre Wood, which launches on Kickstarter next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Perfect timing, I would imagine, for UK Games Expo. I think you might have planned it like that. It's a good point, actually. Yeah. I can't afford a stand at UK Games Expo, but I'd like to get there one day with some game books. That would be cool. Maybe I need to write a few more to make it worthwhile. So anyway, yes, my first game book, To Kill a Thief, Devilish Dilemmas, that has been winging its way to backers. It's fully complete. I am still waiting on a few dice now, but I have been sending out parcels. So hopefully, unfortunately, I've had to do it in drips and drabs. It's just the way it's gone, so I really apologise. But I am hoping to get everybody's out in May. Might tip into the first week of June, but I'm definitely trying to get everything out in May. Talking of UK games, oh, hang on, here we go. I think I've narrowed down Ace Gamebook's 10 to 3 different ideas. Interesting. I don't know, just off the top of my head, Robin Hood would be a good one. Robin Hood, like a proper full... I think we've talked about this before, haven't we? Robin Hood would definitely be a good one because it's internationally known. 100 Acre Wood will be funding during UK Games. Exactly. Clever. Oh, where did that disappear to? Oh, no, yeah. Games that it appears on the new games page of UK Games website. Oh, fantastic. Clever. Well done. It's not one of the 3. Oh, okay, that's not one of the 3. So Robin Hood isn't one of the 3. Going to dig into archives of the book and volume of my memories of how I survived this epic first time in 25 years. I will type insist if I know a choice is... Oh, sorry. Oh, instant kill, because we will need all 10 lives otherwise. Right, so this is building up to be an epic. So there you go. So yes, I'm going to be there at the UK Games Expo because I have 2 games that have been published by Outset Media. The Crooked Crown and Guildlands. So I'm going to be there on the Outset Media stand, and we're going to be demoing Guildlands this year at the UK for the first time, which I'm really looking forward to. We launched it actually at Gen Con last year, but we demoed the game on the hush hush. I had to basically sort of say to them, look, come on, my mates want to play it. He's come all the way from Edinburgh. That was Julian. Yeah, I'm hoping as well, Jonathan, that Sir Ian will play Guildlands, will demo Guildlands. Why don't you come along and have a little demo game? You and Ian. Why don't you do that? Yes, my phone finally finished updating after 30 minutes. Wow, what were you updating it to? To a new phone? Sir Ian. Thou shalt not... Well, no, what is it? Gandalf. Thou shalt not pass. Sir Ian. Fantastic. Right, anyway, let's crack on with the sorcery. This happened last time. We literally had 2 people last time. I don't know if that's because people are bored of this now, or they've just forgotten. I don't know. Oh, it's the operating system. Wow, okay. Is there a guild of Sir Ians? If not, that'll be in the next one. That will be in the next one. And there is going to be a next one, touch wood. It's all in the pipelines. There is going to be a sequel. Yeah, that'd be good. Sir Ians. Sir Ians of Galahad. Sir Ians of Titan. I hope Jam is alright. Yeah, he seems a bit busy. Oh, that's true. I forgot to mention Jam earlier. Busy but happy. Yes, he does seem he's very busy at the moment, isn't he? A play test of game designers. Ooh. Yeah, that would... yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'd be really picky. No, the thing is, though, we have play tested it so many times, Guildlands. It's, you know, we developed it for 6 years on and off. Play testing was pretty much 2 years on and off, the last 2 years, because we definitely wanted to make all the guilds balanced as best we could. I don't think you're ever going to get a perfect game, but, you know, maybe Talisman. No, but yeah, so we've had proper gamers test it, we've had designers test it, you know, we've had more casual gamers test it. Anywho, let's crack on. We're after this Crown of Kings. Let's crack on. I was just sort of waiting to see if anyone else is going to join, but you know what? No, they're not. They're not. Cracks knuckles. Here we go. Getting ready for the Dark Souls of Fighting Fantasy book. This is it. Well, before we get into it, just one more slight distraction. Yes, Thatcher's Haze. Oh, I've noticed they've taken out the apostrophe. That's not cool, Thatcher's. Family cider makers who don't know grammar. Somerset cider, naturally cloudy, made on Myrtle Farm. Should we just change the lettering then? Should we just... it is 4.5% alcohol, and it's a nice bigger can. Not quite a pint can, which is very disappointing. But anyway, close. 3 heroes again, yeah. 3 amigos. I know, this is what happened last time, and then slowly people joined. I don't know if it's because of Twitch and their updates that nobody asked for or wanted. Anyway, let me know what you're drinking, if you're drinking any booze. This has just come out of the fridge, so that's lovely. There's a good thumbnail for you. There we go. By the way, I guess I have to say this. I'm not sponsored by any of these booze that I drink and advertise. I just drink what I like. But if there is anybody that wants to sponsor me. Lee is here. Hello, Lee's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, what the hey? 20 minutes from now, 20 minutes I will grab my Tiny's apple cider. Yeah, drinking it at 2:30 in the morning. Perfect timing, Lee. Let's crack on. That's our first image by the wonderful John Blanche. Like a gigantic claw clutching at the sky. The Mampang Fortress is a foreboding image etched onto your mind. Although it is the goal of your mission, its appearance in the distance gives you no sense of relief as you are at the approach of the journey's end. The feeling is rather one of apprehension and danger as you pick your way towards the great castle on high, which is partly obscured by the billowing clouds which surround the uppermost peaks of Zanzunas. 4 heroes, exactly. There's 4 of us. Hello, 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 hello. Anyone else that's joined us? This going becomes harder. Oh, sorry, the going becomes harder as you as your trail climbs through the low Xanamen. The Xanazu foothills are evidently little used by creatures on foot, and the path is indistinct. Where the way is muddy, you can make out hoof marks along the trail. They are days, if not weeks old. But what sort of creature has made them? This is a really hard one, says Lee. According to Leerin, it is. The sun fades behind dense clouds and the sky darkens. Perhaps a storm is brewing. A deep, distant rumbling from the heavens confirms your suspicion. You had better prepare yourself. It is already late in the evening, so perhaps it would be wise for you to find a suitable place to camp for the night. There is plenty of shelter under the vegetation to avoid the rain, but you would feel safer in a cave of some sort if you're going to get some sleep. You pause to consider which way would offer you the best chance of shelter. To the east and west, leaving the trail, the undergrowth would make the going heavy with no real cover. Which you would be happy to sleep under. No, the path ahead to the north is really your only way forwards. Your eyes follow it, and a few hundred metres ahead it turns to the right around a rocky ridge. With a bit of luck, there might be a nook of some sort in the side of the ridge in which you'll be able to shelter. You press on. Roll well, says Ken. Yeah, says Lee. Lyrian has some starting knowledge. Yes, he does. Remember, we ate provision before caves. We gain 3 stamina points and lose none after we sleep in the cave. Okay, fantastic. Aside from Creature of Havoc, the game is equivalent of playing Dark Souls. With a bit of luck, there may be a nook of some sort at the side of the ridge in which you'll be able to shelter. You press on. When you reach the bend in your path, you are able to see what lies ahead. To your right, you see exactly what you were looking for. Not 1, but 3 caves are set into the rock. The nearest one has the smallest entrance, which probably opens into quite a shallow cave. The central cave looks large enough for you to light a fire inside, although the cave could be quite deep and therefore dangerous. The third cave is of a similar size, but looking at the trail, you notice the hoof prints lead off into this cave. So which cave will you try and find shelter? So we've got the smallest cave, the middle cave, or the far cave type, small, middle, or far. Lyrin has put small. Is that because of your previous knowledge? I think it is. So which one would you vote for? Your first votes. Oh, my sweet summer child. Which would you vote for? Apparently, according to Lyrin, this one is one of the hardest, if not top 2 hardest fighting fantasy game books. So there's a small entrance. It's quite shallow. The central cave looks like you might be able to light a fire inside, but it could be quite dangerous. The third one is smaller size. Looking at the trail, you notice the hoof prints lead off into this cave. The hoof is one inhabited. That's kind of what it's leading us to think, isn't it? That the hoof one, there's something's gone in there maybe. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go for... Oh, I don't like this new way of doing the... Why did they change it, Twitch? I have a good mind to write to my MP. So we're going to go into the smallest cave. 222. Okay. Two. You step up to the small cave mouth and kneel down to look inside. Although you will be able to crawl into the cave, the entrance will be a tight squeeze. But as your eyes become accustomed to the darkness, you can see that there will be enough room for you to fit comfortably. The back of the cave is black, so you are unable to tell whether or not the cave is completely empty. You get down on all fours and poke your head into the cave. Is that a wise thing to do? Ow! Ow, ow. I didn't know what it was. A shrill howling comes from inside the cave. That wasn't bad. There's a howl. Wasn't bad. And all but deafens you. Instinctively, you jerk your head out again, away from the danger. The noise sounded as though it came from a hound of some sort. You spring to your feet and draw out your weapon, ready to face whatever is inside. But nothing emerges from the cave. When your courage has returned, you must make a decision. So, will you enter the cave and face whatever it is inside? Or will you try the middle cave or the far one? What would you like to do? Type enter if you'd like to enter the cave, or type middle if you want to enter the middle one, or far if you want to go to the far cave. Is the large one harbouring a bear in back? Probably. It did say that it could be dangerous because it's deeper and bigger. So it looks like we're going to enter. Has anyone joined us? We've got 6 viewers. Welcome. If you do wish to comment, you are more than welcome. If not, just enjoy the story and maybe watch our doom as we get eaten alive. Okay, so we're going to enter the cave. 1, 2, 3. Liren, are you making a map for this one or not? 1, 2, 3. The beast inside must be taught a lesson, not till we reach the fortress. Oh, okay, so the fortress is the confusing part. Its howling will not prevent you from resting in its cave. Do you wish to enter with the weapon drawn, or will you cast a spell? What would you like to do? Type weapon if you want to draw your weapon, or the spells you have are dock, far, how, yap, kin. Dock, far, how, yap, kin. Isn't yap where you can talk to creatures? Oh, that's good cider. I like the cloudiness of this. Yeah, so Liren wanted weapon drawn. I mean, it's just an idea because I've got a sneaky suspicion. I've never played this. Is this creature wounded? Because if it's been there for a few days, why would it be there? Is it giving birth? Is it, is it wounded? Does it need our help? I never chose that option after 3 decades. Oh, okay. Well, should we try Yap then? Lee, are you voting? Do you want to do Yap? Yappity yap. So Yap. Okay, let's do Yap then. Yappity yap. Not Zap, that's something completely different. I'm pretty sure it's Yap, isn't it? Have I got this wrong? Yap is the one that you can talk to creatures, isn't it? Or is that Rap? If I got it wrong. No, this spell allows the caster to understand the languages of and communicate with most animals. It will be ineffective unless the caster is wearing the green haired wig, which we do have. Is that yes? That is the one wearing the green wig. So, well, let's do that one then, yeah, Lee. Let's do that one. 2, 6, 9, 7. I've got an instinct. It won't be. It'll rip our faces off. I've got an instinct that it's wounded. 6. This is a big beefy book, isn't it? 6, 9, 7. 6, 9, 7. Okay, deduct 1 stamina point, so we are now down to 18. Do you have a green head wig? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. We wear it all the time. If you do, 262, right, 625. Just turned 45, and unless I can reverse aging, I will resolve that I will try something new every day, even if it's journey back to nostalgia. Oh, well, happy birthday for... Well, that was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Did I type happy birthday on your Facebook? I think I did. Happy birthday, if not. Well, happy birthday if I did as well. We don't know what it is, I guess. 20th, last month. Oh, sorry. My memory. So, 265, 625, I should say. 625. You place the wig on your head and cast your spell. Again, the howling comes from inside the cave, but this time it's tones from sounds which take on their own meanings. Sometimes something inside is protecting its home. You talk to it and discover that it is a jib-jib. These creatures are small and harmless, but their defense is a powerful voice, which makes them sound ferocious. You tell the little beast that you intend to enter his cave to spend the night. A scurrying is followed by a rush, as a small ball of fur the size of a cabbage races out of the cave into the undergrowth. Oh, a little yap yap. It should be called a yap yap. It's a jib jib. God, I scanned the next sentence and I thought it said, "Do you want to eat it?" It's not very nice. Do you want to eat a meal? Well, we don't need to. Or will you get down on all fours and explore the back of the cave? Or will you just settle down and sleep for the night? So what do you want to do then? Let's just do two choices on that one. Do you want to explore the back of the cave? Type explore. Or do you want to just go, yeah, no, I feel like it's safe. Let's settle down for the night. What would you like to do? Steve Jackson's favourite fighting creature, the jib jib. Is it? I'm not surprised. It reminds me of, what is it? In The Dark Crystal? That hairy thing? Or is that Labyrinth? I can't remember now. It's the Dark Crystal. It's the sort of mouth. It's big, ferocious teeth, but it's really cute. It's like a fuzzball. Explore the back of the cave. Explore the cave. Let's explore the cave then. This is really... all the fantasy books, most of them I get are second hand, unless they're modern ones. Really good condition, actually, considering the age of it. Just like me, really, to be honest. So, we're going to check out the back of the cave. Always wise to do that, because you never know. There could have been something else. Could be a massive spider. With your weapon at the ready, you grope around deeper into the cave, following the line of the wall. You find no hidden tunnels, nor any more jib-jibs in the back of the cave. The whole cave is perhaps 3 or 4 meters deep and is, thankfully, empty. But as you feel about, your hand touches something cold. You grasp hold of the object and bring it into the light to get a closer look. You have found a dirty old bottle with a stopper firmly jammed into its neck. Just down it, just down it. The glass is a dark brown colour, and it is different from... Hang on. And it's difficult for you to make out whether there is anything inside. The weight of the bottle indicates that it is empty. But there is a faint sound as you tip it up and down. Intriguing. Do you want to risk opening the bottle? Type open. If not, type no. Oh, it's just a straightforward yes or no. Do you want to open the bottle then? Is it like a tribble? Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, what? It's like a tribble. That's how I imagine the yap yap, yeah. Happy birthday, says Jonathan to Lirin. So you were 32 when I had Warlock's lunch with Stephen Hean. Oh, really? Wow. The Dark Crystal. Oh, one is Fizzgig. Oh, sorry. What's a tribble? Tribble is in Star Trek. Is that right? See, I pretend to be a nerd and to be into all this sort of stuff. Don't know my trivial. Okay, so we're gonna. So, are we gonna risk it? Sorry, Trek. It was Trek. There you go. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's kind of how I envisage them. So, no, Lirin does not want to. Lirin does not want to drink. Lee, are you going to drink from the bottle? Are you going to open the bottle? 14. No, if not, turn to 99. No, says Lee. Right, 99. Not yet. We won't open the bottle just yet. Could be a bit dangerous. Maybe, yeah, especially if it really smells and we're in a small cave. That's not going to too good for our noses, is it? 99. If you have any food with you, you may eat it now. If not, if you've not eaten today, you will lose 2 stamina points for this. Oh, you will gain 2 stamina points. If you've already eaten, you only gain 1 stamina. If you do not have any food with you, you gain no stamina points. Make necessary adjustment on your adventure sheet. Prepare to settle down for the night. Okay, so we're not going to eat. 384. Not going to eat because we're full stamina. It'd be a waste. Jonathan has said here, when the rest of us were doing nerd stuff, you were otherwise occupied with the ladies. Absolutely, Jonathan. Actually, you know, No, I guess I've always been a secret nerd. But yeah, I did go out and party a little bit, I must admit. But yeah, I just haven't got a memory for facts. So I might have watched something loads and I don't really remember it. It's just I've just got one of those brains. So I look rather embarrassed then when I go, yeah, that's from that. And people go, no, it's not, you imposter. 384. Here we go. The storm breaks during the night, waking you several times. Lee Rin has put, Ian Livingstone taught us the hard way that the smell of almond equals cyanide in Death Trap Dungeon. Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. When he had a bottle of almond-smelling liquor as a reward after defeating a pair of hobgoblins. I think we did do that, didn't we? That rings a bell. You are thankful for the shelter your cave affords. Rain pelts down, the muddy puddles form in the cave entrance. But by morning, the rain has stopped and the sun is fighting its way through the low-hanging clouds. You rise early and prepare yourself for the day. Judging the distance as best you can, you should reach the fortress by the end of the day. If your stamina is below its initial level, you may add 2 points of rest. But it is. We can add a point anyway. Hurrah! Let's do that. If you did not eat at all yesterday, you must deduct through some. We did. Let's just say we did. I'm not. This is my only nitpick with this is the eating once per day because I can't remember what the day is. I can't remember. Anyway, if you wish, you may take with you some stone dust and 3 small pebbles, which you can pick up from the cave. Now you must leave your cave and set off on your journey. That sounds rather suspicious, Steve. That you want us to pick up this. We've got some sort of dust, haven't we? I'm sure we have. Stone dust. We've got stone dust. Let me put ×2 because it might be a quantity of stone dust. And we've already got 3 pebbles. I'm sure we've got pebbles. 4 small pebbles. Okay. I'm going to put 3 pebbles. Because they're magical, apparently, the 4 small pebbles. These are just cave pebbles. There is a difference. It's important. Yeah, Lyrian's put, we take those. Yes, spell components, probably. I know, it's kind of a bit clunky way of doing it, isn't it? By going, you kind of definitely will need these. Stone dust is rock. Oh, turns people into stone. Of course it does. And pebbles is for pop. Magic grenades. I like the sound of those. Won't be selling them anyway. Fair enough. Okay, so as you climb through the foothills of Low Xanaman, you notice how few animals are about. Certainly animals would hide from you, but there are no signs of wildlife. Perhaps the terrain is too treacherous. The going is undoubtedly becoming harder and, by late morning, you are climbing steeply. Ahead, the narrow trail splits to offer you 2 ways onwards. To the right, the path continues to wind up the mountainside, while to the left, the narrow rope bridge, what could possibly go wrong there, spans a gully and joins another path. Both lead upwards in the direction you are heading. Which would you choose? Do you want to go to the right, where the path just snakes up the side of the mountain? Or do you want to go left to go onto a different path, but we'll have to traverse a rope bridge? And if you've seen any films with rope bridges, are they always safe? The answer is no. What would you like to do then? Narrow pass. The narrow pass, is that the non-bridge one? Do you want to go left or do you want to go right, basically? Left is the bridge and right is the path. What do you want to do then? I'll take it narrow pass. Did I say narrow path? The narrow trail. Okay, the right continues upwards. Okay, so yeah, I take it that's the non-bridgeway. Pass seems safest. Okay. Have I got that right then? The non-bridge. The non-bridge, yeah? The non-bridge. Here we go then. Oh, let me write that down. Probably slower. Oh, what, going up just the side? Or do you mean... Sorry. Do you want to take the bridge? That would be easier. Because you're using the word narrow and it's in two different places, which are either... I'm still not the clearer. So type yes if you want to take the bridge, or no if you don't want to take the bridge. Let's be clear about this. How many viewers have we got? We got 5 viewers. Woohoo! Welcome. Non-bridge. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good cider. Non-bridge it is. That's what I thought initially. Okay, so that is to the right. Yeah, it might be slower, but we might die on the bridge. We don't want to give Steve Jackson any excuse just to kill us off. Although there does look like we're going to meet some scary people. You pick your way along the rocky path, which is now rising steeply, and at times you have to climb rather than walk along it. The journey is extremely tiring, and you must stop and rest several times along the trail. One thing is a little worrying. You seem to have picked up the hoof marks again. Oh. But this time they are fresh, recently trodden into the fresh mud after the storm. Mountain goats, perhaps? Yeah, Vengus is down the bridge all over again, exactly. What is the airspeed of an unburdened swallow? I don't think it is mountain goats. Let's have a look. The Mampang Fortress, in the distance at first sight, does not seem to be getting any closer. But you are definitely getting nearer. You round a narrow bend and stop dead in your tracks as a missile whizzes past you and bounces off a rock. Instinctively, you drop down to shelter by a boulder. What was that? In a moment, your question is answered. Standing above you are 2 tall creatures holding wooden spears. Uh-oh. What have we found? Is it Tim? Oh, what's his name? Yeah, from Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe. See? I'm not a real nerd. Mr. Timmus. Yeah, it is him. And I never know how to pronounce them. Is it a statire? No, what is it? A statire? S-T-Y... Statar. Yes, but I think it's with a Y. That's it. A satar. Yeah, I don't know. When people put Y's in things, it confuses me. It doesn't take a lot. I knew what it was, though. I knew what it was. Right, here we go. So, they're holding wooden spears. Looking menaces. At the ready. Long, shaggy hair falls from their heads down to their waists. Their torsos are human and female. From what you can see of their faces, they appear to be brazen hybrid of human and goat, with 2 stumpy horns protruding from their foreheads. Their lower bodies confirm this view. Their legs are goat-like and hoofed. The hoof prints. Not like royalty, I mean print. Yeah. Each holds a wooden spear. Have you come across any of these creatures before? Have we? Did we come across any of these before? Hello, Sally. We are still alive. Yeah, we haven't died yet. Oh, that is true. We're not that far in. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries in. We are 9 entries in. Have we met them before then? Because if we have, we're going to turn to one page. If we have not, we turn to another page. I've got a fit. Did we meet them at all? No, we've never seen them before. Okay. I might well have just recognised that image. Oh yeah. Look at that. They have got boobies. They have got boobies. Kids book. Oh no, this was aimed at slightly older kids. So, no, we have not. 522. It's different times. Different times back then. 522. One of the creatures calls out to you. Step forward, puny human, she scoffs. Step forwards, where we can see you, you weak-bowed cur. And tell us who gave you permission to pass through the domain of the she-satyrs. Will you do as she asks? Will you draw your weapon and hurl some equally offensive insults back at them? Oh, it'd be good to see what we say. Or do you want to cast a spell? So, do you want to do what she asks? Type asks. Do you want to draw your weapon? Type weapon. Or, and obviously shout insults. Or would you like to cast pep, dim, gack, jig, or sus? We have met some weird folk in there, but not satyrs. We come in peace, but we can trade with them if we are friendly. Okay. So what would you like to do then? Ask. Yeah, so we're going to do as she asks. That might be the sensible thing to do. Ask and be diplomatic. That sounds like a good thing to do. Okay, so anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? Okay. So we're going to ask. We're just going to follow what she says. They've got spears. They look pretty tasty. I meant in a sort of athletic, combat way. Though, what do we say? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh no, sorry. I meant as in we're doing what she asks us to do. So we're going to be diplomatic. We're just going to talk to them first. See if that can resolve the situation and go, sorry, I didn't know. Do you want to do some trading? I've got a green-haired wig, if you like. You look pretty good in that. You'd be the talk of the town, talk of the mountainside. Slowly, you rise from behind your rock, watching them carefully. You apologise for trespassing on the territory and tell them you did not realise they claim this area of Low Axanamant as theirs. As you speak, their expressions change, and they look at one another in amazement. Your tongue is strange, human. You are not of Kakabad, for never have we heard the language spoken in such a way. What will your answer be, adventurers? Will you tell them that you are from Analand, way away to the south? Or will you think it best not to let them know? Spellsing is here. Welcome, welcome, adventurer. The -2 to your skill is really keenly felt in the Sorcery series. Have we got our -2 then? Sorry, I didn't know that. Apologies. No worries, Spellsing, for my time to get. Hi, chat. How are we doing? No need to apologise, Spellsing. I always say real life takes precedence. Precedence. Analand, away to the south. A good midnight. Spellsing. No. During character creation. Oh, I see. Oh, we got a -2, did we? Yeah, that is harsh. So, we have climbed up the mountain, Spellsing, and we have come across some female satyrs. I might have been able to word that slightly better. We have encountered some female satyrs who look like this. What is it? 522. No, they don't. They look like this. 399. They look like this. They look like this. Pretty ferocious looking. So we've decided, probably for our best interest, to just talk to them. So we're going to tell them that we are from Analand in the south. I think that's the best thing to do. They seem to be a little bit surprised with our accent. They haven't heard our type of accent before. You tell them a little of your journey, being very careful not to reveal its true purpose. They listen to you, enthralled, for the She-Satars have a strong ambition to visit lands beyond their own. They talk constantly of their intended journeys far from home, but alas, their ambitions can never be fulfilled, as they may breathe only the rarefied air of the high mountains. To them, you're a source of wonder, and they quiz you endlessly about places you have visited and creatures you have met. They lay down their weapons, and the three of you talk for some time. Oh, this is really nice. And then they string us alive. Let me put you right in one aspect, traveller. You are passing through our domain, it is true, but you are no longer in low examen. This is high examen. This news is a shock to you. You must be nearer to the fortress than you think. You look towards it, but it is hidden for the present among the clouds. If this news is true, your journey must almost be done. Lost in contemplation, you suddenly realise that the She-Setters are again throwing questions at you. The larger of the two stands up. We would like to know more, everything of your journey. Please, do tell us the honour of coming with us. Please, do us the honour of coming to us to our village. Our sisters must hear of your adventures. You consider for a moment. You do not want to waste valuable time in idle chatter, but it is possible that She-Satars might be able to provide information about the fortress. Will you accept their invitation? Or will you tell them that you must make Mampang Fortress by nightfall? So you must continue your journey. So, will you continue with them? Will you go with the She-Satars? Type yes. If not, type no. They are not dark elves. I think we are safe. Time for Spelker moments to your village. Yes, exactly. Oh, yes, we did meet a Jib, which wasn't very scary. Yes. We did meet a Jib. Okay, so yes, it is. Off to get some spell components. Spell components. Here we go, then. 5, 4, 5. It's a big book. It's a big old book, this one, isn't it? Hey? It's a big book. 5, 4, 5. After climbing for perhaps 20 minutes, the two She-Satars pause to allow you to catch up with them. Who are you calling hoes? Jig. All bark and no bite. With their goat-like legs, they are much more nimble than you are, and they watch bemusingly as you arrive panting. One of them points forwards, and you can see your goal. A wide ledge on the side of the mountain is evidently the centre of their village. Half a dozen other Satars are watching from the entrances to several caves which tunnel into the rock. In the centre of the rock face is the largest cave, towards which your guardians are taking you. As you approach the entrance, two She-Satars standing at their sentry post step forwards, but one of your own escorts, whom you have learned is called Shazarasha. So we may be near the destination, but miles from the finale. Absolutely. This is a big book. We've only done about 12 entries. waves her away. Shazah waves her away. This is a nomad, a world traveller who must see She-Hura. The guard allows you to pass, and you enter a large cave which is well lit with torches. A number of small caves lead off from the main opening, and from one of these an older-looking She-Satar steps out. Will you tell her all she wants to know about your journey and the world outside Xanaman? Or will you tell her about She-Himbla, which you may only do if you yourself know who She-Himbla is? I don't think we do we? Or we wait to see what she might ask you. Do we know? Well, I don't think we know this Shimmalimili, do we? We don't know this other lady. Oh, that would have been the other satyr that we met, but we didn't meet. So let's talk, Granny. Tommy Cooper, shazah. Just like that. So we've got a choice of two then. So will you tell her everything about what she wants to know? Type journey. Everything about your journey. Or do you want to see what she might ask you? Type might. So type journey if you want to just tell her all about the whole journey. Or if you want to wait, type might. What she might ask you. Spellsingers put journey. Journey. Sally also would like journey. Lirin would like journey. I keep having to do that to see how many viewers. Whereas before I could discreetly do it. I know how she feels being stuck and unable to travel to where I wish to go. Oh, Lirin. Lee has put mainly it was missing serpents. Yes, we did try that. We did try to find them. Yeah, that. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's what we're going to tell her, basically. Okay, so 371. You begin your story at Nair and tell her how the guards took you captive. Your search for the four spell lines fascinates her, and other She-Satars sit and listen to your tales. For 2 hours. That sounds about right. For 2 hours. You keep them enthralled. They are horrified as you tell of your encounters with the 7 serpents, and are sad at the death of Tek Kramin, the boatman of Lake Lakata. As a character, he was infamous throughout Kakabad. When you finally tire of telling your stories, the She-Satars are disappointed. We must not weary our friend, says Shirahura. Ahura. You explain that you have enjoyed the meeting, but must be on your way towards the fortress. I cannot understand your wish to visit the place. Until the end, when they all came at once. Yes, Shahura continues. It is a lawless and dangerous keep. It is a wonder that even one so powerful as the Archmage can survive in Mampang. But it is said that he is well protected from the chaotic ramblings surrounding him. 4 strong doorways close the way to the inner keep, the Thromben doors. None but his most trusted servants may pass through them. If you're planning to visit the Archmage himself, you must beware of the Thromben doors, as they are deadly to those who know not of their existence. They appear as heavy double doors, but nothing of their aspect gives any clue as to their real purpose. She has noticed that you are listening intently, and is glad to have been able to give you some information of interest. As you stand to leave, she motions to one of the other creatures, who rushes off and returns with a spear and a leather bag. Both are handed to you. This is a fine hardwood spear, announces Shehurara, which I believe you will find helpful on your travels. It will doubtedly be so if you find if you are able to find Colitus, the holy man, and persuade him to bless it. If you discover Colitus's whereabouts, you may summon him thus. She cups her hand to her mouth and makes a whistling sound. If at some time in the future you think you know where the holy man is, repeat this sound by deducting 30 from the number of the reference you are on and turning to this new reference. If Colitus is there, he will appear to you. Shehurara continues. Right, we better write that down, or should we read it all first? Colitus will persuade you not to try to reach the fortress, as he curses its evil. Tell him you are planning to destroy it, and he will agree to help. Also, in this bag are some things that may help you. Is it a green wig? Is it some pebbles? But our possessions are few. We must ask that you exchange anything that you want for something of your own. Within the bag are several items which may be of use. Okay, if you're planning as a warrior, if you're playing as a wizard. Right, okay. So, we'd better write that stuff down, hadn't we? Definitely better write that stuff down. Notes. I'm going to write new notes. Book 4. Okay. So, 2 things. The Throbben doors. What did she write about that? Only trusted servants. Excuse me while I write this down. Servants may pass. Does he mean the snakes? Is that what she's meaning there? They appear as heavy double doors. Heavy double doors. Doors. What is their real purpose? That's a bit weird, isn't it? And then also is Colitus. Deduct 30 from page ref. New ref. Sorry, I'm just having to write this down. Oh yeah, we have the spear people. Yeah, we've got a spear. Absolutely. We have a spear. Yeah. Telling me you're planning to destroy it. Planning to destroy Mampang. Okay, and you're absolutely right. We had better write down spear. And then we are going to... We're going to trade some stuff. I'm going to trade some stuff. Trade some stuff. 435. We're playing as the wizard. You're a wizard, Harry! 435. 435. We trade our several creature teeth, yeah, for all the items. Is that how you played it? That's kind of, yeah, fair play. He just said some creature teeth. He didn't specify how many. Okay, your eyes widen as you look inside the bag. Inside are several artifacts for use with your spells. You may take as many or as few artifacts as you want, but for each one you leave behind, you must leave behind one item from your equipment list, not food or gold or bloody creature teeth. No. Inside the bag you find a potion of fire water, a sun jewel, a pearl ring, a pair of nose plugs, a brass pendulum, an orb of crystal, and orange powder. Exchange what you wish. We've got pebbles though, so we can leave them pebbles. That seems a bit hard. We already have some of this stuff though. Yep, Steve failed to specify how many. Have people mentioned that to him over the years, Jonathan? Oh, each pebble is a grenade. That's true. That's true. Okay, we won't do the pebbles. Let's have a look. I'm sure we've got a brass pendulum. I'm sure we've got that. We've got nose plugs. We don't need more nose plugs, do we? Brass pendulum we've already got. A pearl ring. I'm sure we've got a pearl ring. We've got the serpent ring. Pearl ring. We've got a pearl ring. Gale horn. Calling whistle for the ferryman. So, pop. If we give several creature teeth that we got, we can take what we need fair and square. Is it fair and square? Is it fair and square? I guess it is. I guess it is. I assume we don't need doubles. Yeah, I guess we don't need doubles. But I guess Lirin has found a bit of a loophole here that we've got several creature teeth. It just says I've just put bag of creature teeth. So we'll just take the lot, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you could say, well, there was 50 creature teeth in there. So, well, let's take the doubles just in case. So I'll put ×2. The nose plugs I'll put ×2. The pearl ring I'll put ×2 because they might be one-shot wonders. So we've got a potion of fire water. We've got a sun jewel. Nose plugs, got that. We've got an orb crystal. Orb of crystal. Or crystal orb. Is that a more economical way of writing that? And we've got orange powder. To be fair to Steve Jackson, I think he's obviously overlooked this, and I don't think this is the spirit in which we should play. However, it is fair play. It kind of is, because it's just not specified. But hey, let's do it. Let's do it. We're here to win. We're here to win by hook or by crook. So we've exchanged. There you go. Have a bag of creature teeth. Exchange. We're going to leave the village. Leave the village. So it was good that we didn't try to attack them, that we just spoke to them. 441. This is what I like about the adventure game books, is that sometimes you do need to just attack a creature, even if you sort of try talking to them. That isn't always the best thing to do, and equally attacking them isn't always the best thing to do. You never know. So powder for the orb. Is that what, I assume we don't need doubles. Lee's put powder for the orb. Lirin has put a potion of fire, pep, super strength. Okay. Crystal orb, far. Orange powder, zip. Super speed. Oh, I see. Zip, super speed. Yeah, which we probably will need. Some monsters just need some good shoeing. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we thank them. And we are continuing. The trail continues to climb upwards into the mountains. In the distance, the dark shape of Mampang Fortress is becoming larger by the hour. You will certainly reach its gates by nightfall. You come to a little sheltered alcove where you may rest and take provisions if you want to. If you have no provisions or do not wish to stop, then we can do so. So, do you want to take provisions? It's probably well, we're on 19, so not eat one. Well, we're on 19, but we'll lose it if we don't. Is that how that works? Because it is definitely a new day, so we've not eaten. We've got 4 provisions then. Okay, so both Lirin and Lee would like to eat 1 provision. Okay, it just prevents us from losing, doesn't it? So that is what we're doing. We're going to have some scrag pie. 350 is the next destination. You squat down to the alcove, into the alcove to eat your food. You are perched high up on the side of a rock. You can see part of the way ahead. The trail leads down across a rocky plateau and then finally climbs another bare crag towards the fortress. Although you cannot see the gates of Mampang, you see the tips of its spires behind the crag. You are almost there. You look around your resting place. The remains of a fire in one area suggest that someone has been there before, and on the wall of the alcove is a message written in dye. You move over to see what it says. The language is your own, and the message appears to be a warning of some kind, a mystical symbol, a religious diamond with a cross in its centre. Heads the writing... A mystical symbol, a religious diamond with a cross in its centre, heads the writing, which reads... Heed this warning. Proceed no further towards the curse that is Mampang. Every step you take in its direction takes you 1 step nearer to eternal damnation. For I, Kalitas, have been there and back, and know the truth of its ways. If you do not turn back, you may find me at the groaning bridge. You must save your own soul before it is too late. Signed, Kalitas. That is Kalitas. That is the Kalitas that we're after. But we have a crumbly belly and lose stamina the next day. That is true. How recent the message is, you cannot be sure, but its warning is certainly a little worrying. Nevertheless, you could not possibly give up your journey at this stage. You gather your things together and set off. You may add 2 stamina points for the meal you have just eaten. Well, we've not lost any, so that's fine. Leave your resting place now by turning to 539. It's heating up now. It's a bit of a warning. You follow the path. It takes you downhill for a short... So he's Kalitas. Hang on, let me write that down actually, because Kalitas said, find him in the... or at the groaning bridge. Was that the rope bridge? Or is that a different one? And that was entry 350. Very interesting. Remember, 30 at the Groaning Bridge. Right, so it's another bridge. Okay. Take you to the bridge. You follow the path. It takes you downhill. Oh, yes, we've done that again. It disappears around the corner and you follow it a short tunnel into the rock. Hang on. When you come out of the other side of the tunnel, you can see 2 ways onwards. The trail itself continues straight ahead. If you wish to follow it, type follow. To your left, another short trail leads down to a ledge. The ledge faces another similar ledge across a narrow crevice. What's that word? Crevice? It is just too wide to jump across safely, but there is another way of crossing it. A length of rope is hanging down above the ledge from the rock. Presumably this is for foot travellers such as yourself to swing across. Would you like to investigate this? So, type continue or swing. What would you like to do? Would you like to just continue following the path or swing? Follow the trail. Yeah, so we're just going to follow the trail. Okay, so follow the trail. We do not swing. No, that does sound like madness. That's not, yeah, I don't think that's a bridge, is it? Take it to the bridge. Continue, says Sally. Let's continue. Let's continue. Follow also, says Lee. 59. The trail curls behind a large boulder and continues. You're a little concerned about the fact that it's now leading you round the side of the mountain, concealing the fortress. A crevice is preventing you from heading on towards Mampang. You must find some way across it. A short while further on, you find what may be your answer. A wooden bridge spanning the two sides of the crevice. Will you try crossing this bridge? Or would you prefer to continue along the trail? So, is this the groaning bridge? Do we take 30 off of this? Is that what we do? What would that be? That would be that. Hang on. Yep. No, it's not this one. Well, this was 59, so that would leave us 29. I've just read 29. And it's not that. It's not that. So I don't think this is the bridge. Or if it is, it's not sort of, we don't do it yet. Try crossing, but then we might. Yes, that's what I just thought, yeah. Will you try crossing the bridge or would you prefer to continue along the trail? So, should we cross the bridge? Should we cross the bridge, says Lirin? Let's cross the bridge then. Let's cross the bridge. 183. Because then it might start groaning. That's the word we're looking. That's the key word, isn't it? The wooden bridge seems to be quite strong, but you are not one to trust appearances and will not risk this bridge without first testing it carefully. You put a foot on it, and the whole weight, then your whole weight, holding tightly onto the rope handrail, I should say. As your weight is taken by the wooden links of the bridge, the strange sound seems to come from it. Oh! The soft moan makes you jump back on the ground. What was that? As soon as you step off the bridge, the noise ceases. Again, try stepping on it. And again, the groaning. Here we go. The groaning sound comes. Trying a few steps forward, the middle of the bridge, the sound is quite disturbing. Oh, ah, oh. Although the moaning is somewhat unnerving, the bridge itself seems strong to take your weight. So, yes, so I think we'll do it from that, shall we? We'll do it from that. So 183 is 30 is 153. Ah, yes. Yes. My friends, we've done it. You remember the message and call out for Kalitas. What will this mysterious person be like? Will he be there at all? Is he even still alive? You call his name again and, a few moments later, you hear footsteps on the rock. From over the edge of the chasm, a short distance further on, a shape appears. An old, bald-headed man in a long, dirty brown robe walks towards you. "Who is calling my name?" he asks. At first, you remain quiet. It is fairly obvious who has been calling his name. But as he approaches, you notice that he is not heading towards you, but rather slightly to your left. The old man is blind. His eyes have been painted black, and you remember the tradition in Christianity. You call him over. I don't really remember that, but over towards you, and he shifts direction quickly. "Well," he snaps, "who are you? And in which direction are you heading? And what do you want of a priest with a black eye curse? So, will you ask him for information about Mampang Fortress? Or would you like to call his professional skills as a holy man? Or will you ask him whether, as a holy man, he has powers of healing?" So what would you like to do then? Would you like to ask him more about Mampang Fortress? Type Fortress. Professional skills as a holy man. Here we go. Fare thee well. Oh, have to go. Thank you, Sally. Take care. Is it the Kinky Bridge? Oh, yeah. Oh, not the red eye, at least. That's true. Or pink eye. What would you like to do then? Type Fortress if you want to ask him more about the fortress. Would you like to call upon skills as a holy man? Type skills. Or would you like to ask him powers of healing? Type healing. What would you like to do? I think Lirin said professional skills as a holy man. So that's one for that. Anyone else for that? Or information about Mampang Fortress, type Fortress, or skills as healing. Lee would like healing. Lirin wanted professional skills as a holy man. Time to buff the spear. Super weapon. Is this going to get painful? That's one apiece. Anybody going to break the deadlock? Anyone going to break the deadlock, my friends? Holy man turns our spear into... Oh, instant kill. Oh, okay. Right then. Should we do that then? Should we do that? Skills as a holy man. Let's do that then. Turn to 283. 283. And there we shall leave it, my fellow adventurers. With our low skill score, we're going to need it. We are indeed. We are indeed. So there we go. But we will have to find out next week if his skill as a holy man will indeed turn our spear into a magical item. Insta-kill. There we go. Well, Redcan, thank you very much. Spellsing, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. It's all appreciated. Yeah, we've got... I don't know if this is the new Twitch, but we've got lower numbers than we normally have watching. Not that it's about the numbers, but it's nice to have, you know, like 8 to 10 people rather than like 2 to 4. And I don't know if that was because people don't get the notifications anymore. I'm not telling people off, by the way. It's just nice to have more people. Luckily, it's not glitched, so they might have sorted out their live streaming again. Are we in the fortress yet? No, not yet. Are we in the dungeon? In the dungeon yet? So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Good night, Lee, Spellsing, Sally, me, John, and Gentle Grocklesnote. Yes, thank you very much. You've done my job for me there, Lee. And thank you to all of those people. Thank you for watching. And if you were just watching and weren't commenting, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. It's been fun. They are good, aren't they, the Fighting Fantasy? There we go. And just a quick reminder, Jonathan Green, his latest Ace Gamebook, 100 Acre Wood, is launching next Tuesday on Kickstarter. So if you do want to back it, check out the Kickstarter. And also, my To Kill a Thief will be on sale to the public after all the backers have theirs. So obviously, you know, I'll be announcing that as and when. That's it for now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lee Rin. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. I can't help myself. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Spellsing. Thank you. I think that was everybody. Thank you, Sally. Take care. There won't be a live stream Saturday, unfortunately, but I am going to another Mind, Body, Soul event where I'll be doing some psychic mediumship all day Saturday. But we'll be back next Wednesday, 7 to 7:15 p.m, 7:15, thereabouts, where we're going to play Sorcery, Book 4, The Crown of Kings. Take care. I am the goat. I am the satyr. I'm the male satyr. Oh, Grocklesnooks. He's had enough, though. Take care, everybody. It's okay. To a weekend of serenity and peace. Lovely. Sounds beautiful.